Have you ever wondered what humans ate before farming was invented? Imagine waking up 20,000 years ago. There are no supermarkets, no restaurants, and no kitchens. Your family is hungry, and the only way to eat today is to find food before the sun goes down. Every meal is a gamble. You might find sweet berries hidden in the forest, catch fish from a nearby river, or return home completely empty-handed. For our ancestors, this wasn't an adventure, it was everyday life. The Stone Age lasted for more than 2 million years and was the longest period in human history. During this time, people didn't grow crops or raise animals. They survived by hunting, fishing, and gathering whatever nature had to offer. Many people imagine Stone Age humans eating huge pieces of meat every single day. Movies often show hunters chasing mammoths from sunrise to sunset. But surprisingly, that's only part of the story. In reality, plants made up a large part of the daily diet for many Stone Age communities. Wild berries, fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, mushrooms, and edible leaves were collected almost every day because they were easier to find than large animals. Of course, gathering food wasn't as simple as picking whatever looked tasty. One poisonous berry or mushroom could be fatal. Families passed this knowledge from one generation to the next, teaching children which plants could save their lives and which ones had to be avoided. Some roots had to be cooked before they became safe to eat. Others were eaten raw. Different regions had different plants, so people adapted to whatever nature provided around them. Then came hunting, the most dangerous way to find food. Early humans hunted deer, wild boar, rabbits, birds, antelope, and in colder regions, even giant mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses. Unlike modern hunters, they had no guns, no metal weapons, and no vehicles. They relied on stone-tipped spears, wooden clubs, and teamwork. Sometimes an entire group worked together just to catch a single animal. Hunting was never guaranteed to succeed. An animal could escape after hours of tracking, leaving everyone hungry. Sometimes hunters even became the prey, facing wolves, bears, or other dangerous predators. But when a hunt was successful, it provided food for the entire community. Meat was shared among families, ensuring everyone had something to eat. Nothing from the animal was wasted. The meat became food. The skin became clothing and shelter. Bones were turned into knives, needles, and tools. Tendons became ropes, while horns and antlers were shaped into weapons. People living near rivers and lakes had another advantage. Water was full of food. Fish, crabs, shellfish, turtles, and freshwater mussels became an important part of their diet. Catching fish required patience instead of speed. Some people used sharpened wooden spears, while others built simple traps or caught fish with their bare hands in shallow water. Another surprising source of food was insects. Although many people today dislike the idea, insects are rich in protein. Early humans likely ate ants, termites, beetle larvae, and other insects whenever they were available. Eggs were also highly valuable. Finding a bird's nest meant a nutritious meal without the danger of hunting large animals. Honey was another prized food because it provided a quick source of energy, although collecting it often meant risking painful bee stings. One discovery changed human history forever: fire. Before learning to control fire, humans ate much of their food raw. Cooking completely transformed their diet. Cooked meat became softer and easier to chew. Heat killed many harmful bacteria and parasites, making food much safer. Cooking also made certain roots and plants edible, greatly expanding the number of foods people could eat. Scientists believe cooking also helped humans absorb more nutrients from food. This extra energy may even have played a role in the development of larger human brains over thousands of years. Life wasn't the same throughout the year. During spring and summer, forests were full of fruits, berries, and edible plants. Rivers were rich with fish, and hunting was often easier. Winter was a completely different story. Plants disappeared, animals migrated, and food became much harder to find. Families depended on dried meat, stored nuts, and successful hunts just to survive until warmer weather returned. The climate also changed what people ate. Those living near the sea enjoyed seafood almost every day. People living in forests relied more on fruits, nuts, and wild animals. Communities in icy northern regions depended heavily on meat because very few plants could survive there. This is why there was never a single Stone Age diet. People didn't all eat the same foods. Their meals depended on where they lived, the season, and what nature offered around them. Modern diets often use the term paleo diet, suggesting that there was one perfect Stone Age menu. But the truth is far more complicated. Human diets varied across continents and changed over thousands of years. One thing remained the same everywhere: food had to be earned. Every berry had to be found. Every fish had to be caught. Every animal had to be hunted. There were no shortcuts. Imagine spending your entire day searching for something to eat, knowing that if you failed, your family would go to sleep hungry. That was the reality for our ancestors. Today, we open a refrigerator, visit a supermarket, or order food with a mobile phone. We rarely think about where our next meal will come from. But for more than 2 million years, survival depended on knowledge, patience, teamwork, and the ability to adapt to nature. Perhaps the greatest lesson from the Stone Age isn't what people ate. It's how incredibly adaptable humans became. Our ancestors learned to survive in forests, deserts, mountains, frozen landscapes, and coastlines by making the best use of whatever food was available. That ability to adapt is one of the biggest reasons humans eventually spread across every continent on Earth. The next time you sit down for a meal, remember that thousands of years ago, every single bite had to be earned through skill, courage, and determination. Long before farms, supermarkets, or restaurants existed, nature decided what was on the menu. And despite all the hardships, those early humans survived, adapted, and laid the foundation for the civilization we live in today. If you enjoyed learning about life in the Stone Age, subscribe for more fascinating journeys into history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.